Welcome back to the channel. Jaden Chase. Now, if you're new, remember to like, to share, and also to subscribe. Now, defense attorneys for Noel Maitland have aborted their attempt to secure a bail for Constable Noel Maitland, meaning they have given up. And speaking of attorneys, one representing one of the individuals who confessed to being a part of Phillip Paulwell's young daughter and his baby mother's death had this to say after a client was given 30 years on each count of murder. Let me continue go on and they will contain the reasoning. Look and listen.
Well, the note that I have, he says, I just want to do the right thing. I want my lawyer to tell the family of the baby and mother and the Jamaican public that I am very sorry for the loss of their lives. I want my lawyer to also tell my mentor that I'm very sorry for the disappointment. I hope one day everyone will find it possible to forgive me, and he signs his name to it.
Charges. What were the sentences?
Oh, he was charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of kidnapping. So the other sentences were kidnapping, 2 counts, and those will run concurrently with the 30 years.
Now, the bail application was scheduled for Wednesday morning in the Home Circuit Court, the same Home Circuit Court that handed out the sentence for the individual who confessed to being a part of Phillip Paulwell's baby mother and his young daughter's death. But when the matter was mentioned, the Crown was advised that it was informed by Maitland's defense team via a letter. Maitland's attorneys did not even show up. It's unclear whether Maitland was transported to the court or not, but his attorneys did not show up and chose to contact the court via a letter that stated it no longer wished to have another try at bail for their client. Now, Maitland, who has been in custody since July 27th, was further remanded until January the 17th, 2024 for a plea and case management hearing. I think it's still not reached the murder trial yet, as it is clearly stated that this is for a plea and a case management hearing. Now he's charged with the murder and preventing lawful burial of a corpse, that of 24-year-old social media influencer Donnelly Donaldson. And of course, condolences to her family, who went missing on July 13th after she was last seen at Maitland's home 2 days earlier. Now, prosecutors in the matter have disclosed that forensic analysts have established that the bloodstains that were reportedly found on the curtains and on a pair of sneakers inside Maitland's Chelsea Manor St. Andrew apartment were from the missing woman, Donnelly Donaldson. So that evidence has been confirmed. Maitland's statement was that he don't know what happened. She was not there, basically. And they asked people to get rid of evidence, video recordings, things of that nature. And of course, according to an attendant who assisted Maitland in washing a couch, it had an alarming volume of blood. One of the remarks the attendant was quoted as making was, "A whole heap of blood come out of the right side. Jesus, this man must dead. Him bleed out? Or it's like them kill somebody in this," the attendant allegedly remarked. Now, this was because a story Maitland had given to the individual saying that someone was injured and, some blood must have catched on the couch. Not to the volume or the amount that was washed from the couch, this attendant said. Now, Maitland had also reportedly hired a truck driver to transport said couch. Truck driver was then interviewed by law enforcement. The truck looked into. Prosecutor further revealed that cell site analysts showed that Donnelly Donaldson's phone was located on a network on July 12th in the vicinity of Maitland's apartment, and that the defendant's cell phone was in the same location at the same time. So after I say no, see Theme phone and Fear phone are the same place. It never looked good after this information was made public. And this was information given just to stop bail. It had long been speculated that prosecutors have more evidence what they're going to use for the murder trial, which has not yet started. Now some people are saying, why it takes so long? As we see, based on constitutional rights, bail was being sought. And even though bail was being denied, other opportunities to seek bail were presented, to which Maitland's defense team always indicated that then they're going to try for seek bail. So the murder trial itself never started. Then they deal with him getting bail, to which now his defense team is saying they no longer wish to try for secure bail. They were planning for just move on with the case. And Maitland's attorneys are high-powered attorneys, expensive attorneys, very expensive. And even though it's based on speculation, you have a hierarchy of certain lawyers in Jamaica. More prominent names are always more expensive, or just so it go. And Maitland has one of the best attorneys on the Jamaican island. This case, however, is just a case where prosecutors have so much evidence against this individual that not even a judge, no judge, none of the judges on the Jamaican island would grant this former police officer bail, just based on the amount of evidence that the police gather and hand over to the prosecutor. To also point out something we hear North America say, which is the conviction rate. What we see happening in the Jamaican space is that while law enforcement risk their lives on a day-to-day basis to capture criminals, the evidence is not always there to convict them. When you listen to me, I say, while law enforcement risk their lives on a day-to-day basis to arrest and detain the criminal element, sometimes unless they are in possession of firearms, the evidence is not there to convict these individuals. And so whether or not law enforcement know for a fact, or just a gut feeling, just speculation, without the evidence, these individuals have to be released. Now in this scenario, Noel Maitland was a former member of law enforcement himself for a whole heap of years. But with the amount of evidence that law enforcement has gathered in this case, not even bail can be granted. When the evidence is there, this is how it go. And based on the outrage that was shown, and the fact that when the details of the Donnelly Donaldson case was made public, and whenever the evidence is presented while his defense attorneys seek bail, any judge will hear it normally say no. Remember once it was detailed that his defense attorneys had pointed out the amount of years that Maitland was a part of the police force, saying that he was a police officer for a whole heap of years, and pointed to the fact that he could have get bail. What that judge said was she believed the years of service within law enforcement was actually used by Maitland to try to get away with this crime. And he has failed. Saying that the years that he spent within law enforcement and the training given to him by the state was used to carry out murder. And that was how the judge saw it. The judge never said, oh yeah, I was a part of law enforcement, he was a good person maybe. No. Based on the evidence, the type of crime. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, so pass through. We'll click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon. And of course, put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content. As soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here upon the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and boost a share. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reasoning, and also join the discussion. The comment section up 24/7. It never lack yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. And we can continue the reasoning via the comment section. Now a quick recap. One of the individuals who confessed to being a part of the murder of Phillip Paulwell's daughter and his baby mother received 30 years on both counts of murder. He also received a sentence for other charges. Now, the other individuals, they have not been charged. And Noel Maitland's attorneys have given up seeking to get bail for their client. Talk to me in the comment section. Until the reason again, live, love, and prosper. And of course, stay tuned.